Good morning and welcome to Ellen's Crochet channel. It is morning here. It's very early on Sunday, October 5th, 2025. I want to welcome my subscribers, new and returning. I appreciate you coming back and watching my videos. Most importantly, I appreciate you leaving comments because I do enjoy the interaction with my subscribers and I try and reply to each and every comment. So today is a beautiful day in the Northeast and I want to get outside, and while I love to stay home and crochet, it's a beautiful fall crisp day, and yeah, I hope to get out and get some fresh air. Actually, yesterday I went for a nice long walk, so it's nice that the crisp air is back. So today is Sunday. Enough about the weather. Sundays I generally come on my channel and just give a soliloquy, you know, what's going on, what have you been doing, Ellen? A little update. So I do not have any finished projects, but I have been crocheting an awful lot. Actually have 2 new works in progress, and I know, yes, I said I was not going to add anything to my collection of projects until I finished what was on my hook, but I just couldn't help myself because some beautiful yarn arrived. If you've watched my video, you know what arrived, and I had to get one of them on my hook. So, because it was calling me, and when your yarn calls, you answer. When my yarn calls, I answer. So, what have I been working on? Okay, so before I get to that beautiful yarn, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing right now. Not that this isn't beautiful yarn. So, Laura, as we lovingly, affectionately call her Lala, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, is hosting a crochet along for the next 3 months, for October, November, and December, while the hookers are on a little sabbatical. So for October, it's What's in a Name. I believe that's the hashtag. I will double check and hashtag it below. So the idea is you find a pattern with your name, your first name. Some are having an issue finding a pattern, and you have to go watch her channel so you'll know what she gives an alternative. If you have an odd name, as many of us do, I will tell you my name is Ellen. And growing up, I didn't know another person named Ellen. I'm named after my great-grandmother, and she passed right before I was born, thus why I was named after her. So it's an old Irish name, and I have met some Ellens of late, but growing up I knew no one with my name. So I found 3 patterns with my name, and I'll tell you what my choices were out of those 3 patterns that I have. The first one was the Ellen Crochet Jumper. Okay, and it's a pullover. I didn't see any buttons, although it's very, how should I say, body form. It's a beautiful pattern. It's a 1940s vintage pattern. Okay, and it's the Ellen Crochet Jumper. So this is a UK pattern. It's in UK terms, because in UK they call them jumpers. We call them sweaters. Here in the United States, most of us call them pullovers, sweaters. So I like that pattern. It's beautiful, but I would need to tweak it for the modern day woman, and someday I will, but I have a lot on my hook, so I wanted something simple. The next pattern was it's a German pattern, and actually the entire pattern is in German, and I Google translated it, and it's a very simple pattern. It's the Ellen, I would say, shawl. Okay, and it's your basic granny stitch triangle shawl. You know, once I translated it, I thought I didn't even need to do that. Very simple, but really didn't want to do a granny stitch shawl, another one. I had many of them. So as I said, this is the Ellen shawl. It's Dreikenstutsch Ellen, which translates to the Ellen shawl. Again, this was I think I paid for the pattern. I'm not really sure. But this one I know I paid for. This may have been a free pattern. So then I decided, since I have so many things on my hook and I do want to participate, I found a smaller project. And this is the Ellen Scarfette. And this is the pattern I'm going to work up. And I actually did start the project. It's the Ellen Scarfette, and it's by CrochetAnyway.com. It's basically front post, back post, and then, you know, looks like pineapples. And you have a kind of a, she calls it an envelope. So I started the project. And I'm going to actually frog this. I'm going to start it over, but I'm going to change the count because I'm not really feeling how it's ending on one. You know, I think I can tweak it a little bit. But it's basically front post, back post, and then on each end is the pineapple. And then there's a cuff where you insert it, and it kind of crosses over. It's very pretty. It will be very pretty once I'm done with it. The yarn I'm using is Ice Yarns Softly Baby, and I had this in my stash. I believe I got this in a mystery box. May have been one of Crystal's mystery boxes. Okay, so it's Baby Softly. It's a number 4 medium, 52% nylon and 48% acrylic. It doesn't give a color, but as you can see, it's a beautiful gray, heathered gray. I just love this yarn. Had I known, you know, I think I've ordered from Ice maybe once or twice. I won't be ordering from them anytime soon with the issues with the tariffs and so on. And this is from Turkey. Ice Yarns is in Turkey. And, you know, their shipping to begin with was outrageous, although the yarn is very reasonable. You know, given the tariffs now, you know, I don't think I'll be getting any Softly Baby, but it's absolutely beautiful yarn. I think Angela from My Precious Yarnery loves this. I think she uses this a lot. So I will be tweaking this, and I will be finishing this pattern. I'm going to link Laura and Mimi's Crochet and Farming. If you'd like to join us for October, it's What's in a Name? Find a pattern with your name and join in on the fun. You know, Laura always is a lot of fun. So what else am I working on? Okay, so Erin from Crafting Kitty, she is going to be working up the Sis Love shawl. Okay, and she plans on doing, I think there's 3 different versions of this Sis Love shawl. Okay, it's a pattern by Joanna Grislick. I think that's what her name is. Yeah, Joanna Grislack. So I'm going to be doing the original, which is the Sis Homemade. And this is why, yeah, I said I wasn't going to do any more whips until some were done, but here we go. Another work in progress because I just couldn't help myself. So this pattern is very detailed. I'm currently on row 20, but I will say it's wonderfully written. If you'd like to join Erin doing the Sis Love shawl collaboration, I will tell you, she gives the stitch counts. Okay, I'm not going to show you the pattern, but there's charts, and it's also written. So, and she even gives, you know, helpful hints that you'll need when you get to a certain row. So while it is very detailed, the setups are row 1 through 7, and then from 8 to 31 other repeats. So you do row 8 to 31, and then you repeat it until your shawl is as big as you'd like. And let me show you the yarn I am using. Okay, so I am using my new yarn that I purchased from Bag O' Day, hand dyed. Okay, and this is 100% grade A mulberry silk. It is absolutely beautiful. The color is tonal lilac. Okay, this is a number 1 weight, and it recommends a 3.50 crochet hook, which is actually what the pattern recommended, okay, and there's 437 yards in each hank, and I have 3 of these, which is just enough for the pattern. So I said, oh, it was calling me, and you know, I purposely ordered this yarn for this project, and I am just loving it. Yeah, I think I enabled someone. You know who you are, Deb. Yeah, she saw my swatch that I put on my post and also on a short. So this is the Sis Love shawl, rows 1 through 20. And just look how beautiful that yarn is. Okay, my camera is not even doing it justice. Here we go. I will post a close-up picture so you can see just how magnificent that yarn is. Yeah, this Crystal's yarn is beautiful, and I just love this. Mulberry silk is just magnificent. The color that Crystal has achieved, the stiff definition with this is perfect for this pattern, and I am just going to love it. And it's also my color. You know, I love my purples. So yeah, so I said I was going to bring a swatch, and here you go. Look at that. Okay, just look at that beautiful definition. Okay, of course this will need to be blocked, okay, somewhat, but it's coming out beautiful. Actually, you know, I will say I went up a half a hook size, just because I like my shawls very drapey, and this pattern is drapey, but it's even more drapey. So I up to a what am I using? A 4.0. So how ironic is that? My clover purple with my lilac yarn. So I can't forget. I have no excuse not to know what hook I'm using on this beautiful pattern. Okay, so this is, I'm up onto row 20, and I think there's 3 repeats, so I have quite a ways to go. So this is going to be a work in progress for a little while, although I'm really enjoying it. I enjoy patterns that are detailed, you know. Well, we do like our quick works. Sometimes you do want something that keeps you busy, keeps your mind thinking, and this pattern certainly does. So Erin, did you start yours yet? Let us know. And I will link Erin and hashtag SisLoveShawl. So so that's what I'm doing. Those are my 2 new projects. I have not finished my daughter's cape. I'm working up the Nelly cape for her. She wanted it in black. So let me show you what I have. Okay, I'm keeping my Nelly cape in my mid-century modern. I got this at an antique show, which actually I'm going today with a friend. Yeah, he and I enjoy going to the antique shows, you know, locally. And I got this, I think, I want to say 2 years ago. I believe it was 2 years ago. Yeah. So this is holding my project. And it's, I think at the time they called it the a knitting. But, you know, isn't it? It's definitely vintage, mid-century modern. I know they have them. You can get these now, but this is definitely an antique one. Even by, I can tell by the stitch work and the material. So cute. And I think I paid, actually, I left a tag on it. It's a knitting basket, and I paid $19. Yeah, it's beautiful. So I'm keeping my Nelly cape in there, and the yarn that I'm using is I love this yarn and black, and then I'm gonna, you'll see I have the little pop of color, and she wanted the wine color, and actually this is called aubergine, but I'd say it's a dark wine. It's not purple at all. But yeah, so that's my other project. I've gotten pretty far. I could probably finish this pretty quick, but she wants a hood on it. So this is my Nelly cape. The pattern is, this one will be Nelly 3.0 because this is Nelly 2.0. I left out the, it's a free pattern on Ravelry. I left out the cobble stitch that's in my original pattern on this here one, which is, the color is Pottery Barn and Aaron. This one is going to be black, okay, with the aubergine color. She wants a hood. So this is going to be Nelly 3.0 because I will be putting a hood on it. And once I get to the hood, I'll probably do a quick recipe for those that may want to add a hood to their capes. And again, this is a free pattern. What I am doing here is just a double crochet and then crossed doubles. So alternating the rows. And it's a 5-point cape. It works up very quickly. Many have used it. Many have thanked me for the free pattern. And yeah, it's a basic pattern. And as I say, you can work this up. You could change the stitches as long as you get a stitch count that's similar and make it your own. As I said, so I have the one with the cobblestone. I have what I call the simple pattern. And then this one is going to have a hood. You can, as I said, you can make it your own. And so that's my Sunday. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, and get outside if the weather is agreeable where you are. I know I just can't wait to get outdoors today, but then I really want to come back and because you know we love our crochet and work with my beautiful mulberry silk. Yeah, so you know this is kind of taking the front seat to everything. It is. So yeah, and my Christmas cookie blanket, it'll get done before Christmas. It's the other work in progress I have, but you know, considering it, I really don't have many, but yeah, Crystal's yarn, it's magnificent. This mulberry silk is just beautiful. Okay, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you on the next one someday during this week. Yeah, and I do have some more yarn coming, probably the end of the week, and then I'm thinking maybe I don't know, I can't say I'm not going to purchase anymore of the hand-dyed yarn because I just love it. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, and leave a comment below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.